Jen was the first Calories and Confidence client. She was the first person to prove to me that I truly could teach people how to understand their nutrition better, and the person to step alongside me in passing that knowledge on to others. So please welcome up Jen Borders.
Can you hear me okay? Okay. Well, my interest in nutrition started when I was 19. At that time, my mom was diagnosed with stomach cancer and was given only 3 to 6 months to live, and she passed away exactly 6 months later. And 4 months after that, my grandmother passed away from the same cancer. So I was told that it may be possible to avoid the same fate if I took good care of myself and I ate well. So, since that time, I've been pretty rigid about the things that I eat, keeping mostly organic and staying away from processed and fast food. And to me, my idea of health was just making sure I was eating the most whole food as possible. And since it was healthy, I could essentially eat as much as I wanted without consequence. It's not really true. So fast forward to when I met Sam. I thought I had a pretty good handle on nutrition, but I was feeling frustrated because I was going to the gym regularly and was still not seeing the results I wanted. So I joined Sam's program to see if she might be able to shed some light on why I wasn't able to slim down despite my increase in physical activity. What I learned was so much more. I quickly realized that I had no concept of calories or how to read nutrition labels. I didn't realize that proteins, carbs, and fats made up calories. I had no idea what foods fell in those categories, and I had no idea what a macronutrient was. I didn't know that my body didn't recognize health in the way that I defined it. So, my experience the first few weeks of the program was having to make myself eat more food. I was losing weight and eating to my heart's content. This was amazing to me, and it made me ridiculously happy because anyone who knows me knows how much I love to eat. My husband couldn't believe the amount of food I was consuming and still seeing results. He would say, "You're eating again? Aren't you on a diet? How are you eating all that food and still losing weight?" Not only was I losing weight, but my lifts at the gym were increasing and I had an overall boost in energy. I learned about the importance of keeping calories as high as possible for as long as possible, and how to target fat loss versus muscle loss. This was such a new concept to me because before, my belief about losing weight involved having to starve myself. I also learned about how important it is to maintain muscle mass and the role that it plays for burning calories. So, my results. When I started with Sam, my calorie intake was 2,000 calories and I weighed 141 pounds. We adjusted my calories to 1,800, and over the course of 12 weeks, I lost 11.7 pounds without making any further adjustments to my calories. My ending weight was 128, and when I transitioned into maintenance, my calories had to increase beyond what I started from, by 170 calories. So this blew my mind. I was down 12 pounds, and I was eating more calories than when I started, and I was maintaining that lower weight. Through this process and the new things that I learned, my entire definition of health has shifted. My own family has also reaped the benefits of my nutritional habits, and I'm grateful for the impact that it's had on them. Watching Sam behind the scenes and seeing her passion for nutrition has been very inspiring. I've had the privilege of watching her build this business from scratch and seeing the data that proves that this process and program work. But more than that, seeing her dedication and motivation to make Calories and Confidence the best educational program to help people get results has led me to want to become a part of that mission. Anyone can lose weight doing a number of things, but what I love is the educational piece. Her goal has never been, how can I keep people on a program where they have to continue to pay me so I can make a living? It has always been about, How can I teach people what they need to know so they can understand why they are getting results and don't have to continue to pace them? I need to take a breath. I've got to witness each program launch that she has done, and each one keeps getting better and better. My favorite 5 words to hear from Sam: Jen, I've got an idea. Her creativity is awesome. I have loved learning from her about the power nutrition really has on the way that we live, and I look forward to being more a part of what she's doing. So, after being at my current job for almost 12 years, I've decided to make a career switch and make coaching more of my full-time job. Okay, and here's where I get into my own personal beliefs, and if you don't share them, that's okay. But as a believer in Jesus, I know that our bodies are the temple of the Holy Spirit, and that we are uniquely created in God's image. Even though each one of us will eventually die, we have a responsibility to take care of the temples that we are given to the best of our abilities while we're here. So, while being a healthy weight is awesome, and I love the way that my clothes fit, while being... Take some breaths. While being able to enjoy physical activity and keeping up with my kids is awesome, while hitting new PRs at the gym is amazing, what's more fantastic is that I have the energy and abilities to do the things God has planned for me, and I'm able to honor Him with the way that I take care of my body. So, I am passionate about teaching others because I believe it falls in line with the way God would have us take care of ourselves. At the end of the day, the only thing that really matters, the only thing that will really last, is the way that I ran the race that Christ has laid out before me. It's not my weight on the scale or how well I did in a CrossFit competition. I believe that overall health includes being physically, mentally, and spiritually fit. And I believe that educating people on nutrition and the foundation for it ultimately honors God and has eternal benefits. Being able to live out those beliefs as a coach is so rewarding. I'm so grateful that Sam took the risk in starting this company, for the time that she's invested in teaching me, and for the opportunity that I get to pray for my clients and to help them realize their own potential. And speaking of clients, I get the privilege to introduce my mother-in-law, Rose Neiman, who was my very first client. She was very patient and a very faithful student. Her results and dedication to work this program were very inspiring to watch, and I'm excited for you to get to hear her story. Come on up here.
Okay, she thought she was nervous. I'm 74 years old, and who would ever know that I would be on a diet to lose weight and doing it the right way. I never knew what carbs were, fiber was, protein was. I did know what fat was because I loved it. And for that reason, I had a triple bypass when I was 55. Because I was scared after that, I listened to the doctor and I lost weight, not by eating right, but by eating hardly anything, thinking that I would lose the weight I needed to lose. And I did, but I lost the weight, and then I started craving, and then I started forgetting my health, and I started gaining the weight back. Then in December of 2016, Jen introduced me to Calories and Confidence. I was shocked. I could eat more, never be hungry. In fact, I could hardly eat what she wanted me to eat. And lose weight, really? It just didn't make sense to me. But in December of 2017, I met my goal. I lost 29 pounds, and I felt really good. And me being this short, hardly even 5 feet tall, had 29 pounds on here. I thought I was hiding it, but I wasn't. I just loved that Sam and Jen developed this Calories and Confidence program. They really care, they explain everything, They encourage you, they come alongside of you, they answer all of your questions, keep track of your numbers, make you accountable by calling you so you don't have to meet somewhere to accomplish all this. At the same time, they make you realize the importance of caring for your body. But like Jen said, it really does belong to the Lord. Jen was always firm with me, but very encouraging. She never scolded me. In fact, she made me want to do better. Because of my triple bypass, I have a yearly exam, and I have tests. And because of that, the doctor keeps track of me really close. I went to the doctor in 2017 and had my test, and then I went in January of 2018, and it was really unbelievable. My doctor was shocked. She said she had never seen anyone my age turn numbers around like I did. I brought my report tonight as I was comparing it, and I thought, well, maybe somebody would be interested in seeing it. But my BMI in 2017 was 26.7, and this year it was 22, and the normal is 18.24. I had my cholesterol checked in 2017. It was 203, and all my numbers are here. And this last year, 2018, it was 153. Yeah. Sorry. 203. That's pretty amazing. I can go up to I've been up to 250. So that's really amazing to be under 200 for me. Okay, where am I now? I am off of 3 of my pills. She took me off a Lipitor the first time since 1999, off of Telenol and off of aspirin. And that really feels good. And now, since January, I've been pretty much on my own. I still kind of rely on Jim, but and I'm happy to say I'm staying at 105, and I'm loving it. And since September, my husband Ron has started the program. He's lost 25 pounds and still losing. He's feeling so much better, and he's even exercising. He's playing racquetball 3 days a week, and he's 73 years old. So, yes, you will have your bad days. You will indulge. Well, I did anyway. But as Jen always reminded me, it's not about perfection. It's about direction. I feel I will always probably eat healthy now because it's just a learning process. Once you know, it's easy to do. And I just thank Jen and Sam so much because I am a real believer now. Thank you.
You want to do the rest of it?
No.
'Cause you can. Wow. So next, I'm going to invite up Mike Carpenter. Mike Carpenter started his program in May of last year. When he started, he wasn't the greatest at following instructions. I remember watching his data as he submitted it each day, and he was falling way under his calories. I would call him up and say, Mike, you're not eating enough. You got to hit your calories. And then again, Mike, you're not eating enough. Go eat some ice cream. And then again, Mike! Eventually, he listened to me. And now, he's what I consider a shining example of the power of calories and confidence, is he has carried his knowledge well beyond his program. Not only keeping off the weight he lost, but continuing to use what he learned to lose even more. Please welcome up Mike Carpenter.
Do I have to stand on that?
No, I'm short.
Alright.
That's a good touch right there.
If you saw my video. Hi, my name is Mike, and I love to eat. This is where you say, hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
I've been eating smarter for nearly 1 year. This isn't poorly eating anonymous? No. Anyway, I've always been active. I love to bike, I love to ski, my wife makes me hike, and I've been going to CrossFit Grove for nearly 3 years. Plus I have 2 little boys that keep me on my toes. These activities, especially the gym, have given me decent performance results. My cardio has never been better. I started going to the gym because I'd go up the stairs and I'd be huffing. I couldn't do it. Pick up a boy and carry him up the stairs, couldn't do it. Started going to the gym, cardio got better. My strength is up. But until this program, I've had minimal to zero weight loss results. I kind of chalked that up to change in fat to muscle. I could see my arms, I could see some changes, but I was always at the same weight. And I know that exercise is critical to our fitness journey, but through the Calories and Confidence program, I've truly come to believe that weight loss is 70% kitchen and 30% gym. And you can't out-exercise a bad diet. Sam was my coach. Her and I haven't discussed this, but here's why I took her class. I've known Sam and Jen from being part of the CrossFit Grove family. I found out Sam was trying to start a business from nothing but her passion for fitness and well-being. And at the same time, her and Derek, her husband, were also buying their first home. And I figured they could use a few bucks. And then after they found out what neighborhood they moved into, I figured they'd be moving again. She's my neighbor. And if she could actually teach me something that would stick with me, then I'd be willing to help her out. And if you actually pay for this knowledge, then I better focus. Plus she's tough and now my neighbor, so I don't have any choices. So here's the canned phrase you've all been waiting to hear. I've tried different eating programs without success, and I have. And I'm guessing a lot of you have too. But for me, all of these attempts have been fairly half-hearted, and that's because, one, I didn't think I needed to lose any weight. Not that I looked bad, but I didn't think I looked like I did. And they were also half-hearted because nobody was holding me accountable. Sam held me accountable. Calories and Confidence changes the way you think about eating. It's not a fad diet, by which I mean you're not changing the way you eat for 30 days, then going back to the way you ate previously. An Atkins diet, Whole30, Paleo, whatever. That short-change diet may show you some quick results, but reverting back to that normal way of eating will lead you to gaining that weight back. Besides, who's going to give up beer, pizza, and ice cream for the rest of their lives? Not me. I'm not going to do it. Calories and Confidence changes the way you eat. It changes how much you eat and maybe some of what you eat, but most importantly, it changes how you look at the things that you eat. It's been nearly a year since I started the program. I originally cut for 14 weeks, then maintained for 14 weeks, which is 6 months. Then I cut again after that 14 weeks, went through the holiday season, and now I just essentially maintain, and it is easy. Since the program creates good eating habits, after the first few weeks into my original maintenance, I quit weighing my foods, I quit logging altogether. I just learned what I should and shouldn't eat, so I don't have to consciously think about what I'm doing. Sam doesn't like me saying this, but I still have a little Sam angel on my shoulder shaking her head every time I eat something I know I shouldn't, but we all have to cheat some days. And as I mentioned, the program changes how you eat, how you think about eating, it changes everything. Calorie and Confidence works. I'm down 15%, over 30 pounds, from a 36 waist to a 33. There's still work to be done, but I've never felt better and more confident. And as Sam said, it didn't fit into my speech, so I put it at the bottom. But I didn't listen. She rode me, keep your calories high. Those first couple weeks, I was feeling full. I'm eating, it's the first time I really watched what I'm eating. And, but I'm feeling full, I'm shedding weight, my calories are low, I don't care. But, why do I need to eat more? I'm full. But Sam taught me why, and she'll teach you. It makes sense, and it works. So, Last thing, fitness and performance has increased. When I'm at the gym, I can run at the head of the pack versus the back of the pack. I mean, I love to bike. I'm a lot faster on my bike. I got buddies I still can't keep up with, but I'm getting there. But my endurance, everything's increased. So I really thank you. Well, I'm not gonna.
Hey, strong guy, you want to move the,
Short person thing back.
You're tougher than I am.
There we go. Okay. Next, I'm going to invite up Lori Shalene. Did I say it right?
yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. For like months and months, it was Shellen. No, Lori Shalene. Lori was a referral through Mike, Carpenter's wife. And unlike Mike, Lori was great at just doing what I said right from the beginning.
See how it is.
She has a lot of cool pieces to her story, so instead of me spoiling them all for you, let me bring her up so she can share them with you herself. Please welcome up Lori Shalene.
Okay, I have no. It's okay. I'm just going to wing it. I can stand up here and say, hey, I'm Shauna, because I literally did every diet there was out there. I would do MetaFast and SunFast and spent a lot of money doing it. And then I met Sam through Mike's wife, and it was a conversation of, oh man, I lost 30 pounds and I gained every bit of it back and then some. And she simply just said, I know somebody who can help you lose weight and keep it up. And that's how I met Sam. And I met Sam about 6 months ago. And it's just been amazing. And I love talking about it because I've learned so much. I've been on all these diets and not one of them taught me about nutrition. And really, so it finally clicked with me. And yep, and it's just true what everybody here has said. You do eat, you eat a lot. And my husband would say the same thing. Well, go ahead, dish off because I know you have goals to meet. Yeah, it was just the big eye opener is learning how to eat, learning the nutrition and what macronutrients are. And I was concerned because I know she's an avid exerciser, and I thought, oh dear Lord, she's going to make me join that gym. She didn't. I haven't done it yet. So, also, you know, when you eat healthier, you feel healthier. And I was explaining to Jen and to Sam that this is probably the worst point in my life. But I'm so thankful that I learned how to eat, and it keeps me healthy, and it makes me feel better, and gets me through this time. So that's been good. My results have been I lost 17 pounds, and I'm keeping it off this time, unlike the other time. This program goes beyond just eating healthy. I'll just share a story with you about the eye doctor. I went to the eye doctor, and he always checks my pressure in my eyes, and because it's too high. In fact, I'd have to go in before my annual exam. I'd have to go in between because he really was concerned about the pressure in my eyes. And I went in this time, and he checked them, and I said, well, how is it? Because I was nervous. And he's like, oh, it's fine. And I really? And he said, you must be on some medication. You take a diuretic or something? And I said, no. Then I said, I know exactly what it is. I am eating healthier. I've changed what I eat. And he noticed it in your eyes. So that is amazing to me. So thank you, Sam. Thank you for teaching.
Okay, the last person I'm going to introduce you to is Melissa McCarthy. I met Melissa at CrossFit in 2015, but she moved away and we lost connection for a year or so. During our last program launch, I was scrolling through my contacts list in my phone to see who I could reach out to, and I came across her name. I sent her a message. She was interested. We jumped on the phone and talked the details of the program. She loved the idea of it, but was a little hesitant to commit financially because she was preparing for a wedding, which is in just a couple of weeks from now. And may I add, it's on a beach in Hawaii. Yep, pack me in that suitcase. Please welcome up Melissa McGrath.
I see what the step
Short
is.
person, yeah.
Oh, I'm nervous. I used to teach high school, but I haven't spoken to a group in a while, so this is a little weird for me. But when Sam asked me if I would say something tonight about my experience with this program, I really didn't know where to start. And I started thinking about some of the things that I learned at the very beginning, and I remembered things she posted, tips on eating away from home. For those of you that have been through the program, you know what I'm talking about. And one of the tips was, before you go out, have a snack. And I laughed out loud, literally, at that statement, because why in the Sam Hill are you going to eat something before you go out to eat something, especially if it's good food that you don't have to prepare? And then after about a month, I found myself getting ready to go to happy hour and having a couple of snacks. I had some string cheese and some protein before I went to the bar. I don't even know how that happened, but I do know why that happened. I started using MyFitnessPal about a year ago, or a year and a half ago. I did an Advocare challenge. Y'all familiar with those because somebody in this room has done them. And lost weight because I can follow a program to the T, so no problem. And after a few months, right back on. I, didn't even know what happened. So I'm a sucker, and I got talked into doing Granite Games last year. And I thought, oh good, I'll do Granite Games, big CrossFit competition, and this will help me lean out and feel better. But that didn't happen. In fact, after Granite Games, I felt like I couldn't recover. I was sucking wind. It was maybe 2 weeks after the competition, and my coach was like, oh, it's okay, you're still recovering. Yeah, no, that's not what was happening. And I was really frustrated. So I was, like she said, I'm getting married. I'm like, I gotta lean out a little bit before April so I can be on a beach. And so I was gonna do the Advocare 90-day challenge again because I knew that it worked for me and I was gonna track and all that stuff. So I was also seeking other information on nutrition because I wanted to know why does this happen? Why do I'm gonna get back from my wedding, I'm gonna bounce back to where I was before. Why am I doing this? And then I got a text from Sam. And she said, this is what I'm doing, and I wanna, was wondering if you were interested. And she said there was hesitation. It was, a financial commitment is always a hesitation, but there was no hesitation in my heart that this is what I needed to do, that this is what I was really, really looking for, and when I was searching for information. So I was excited about it. I was excited to learn. And I thought that the things that I was doing to lose weight or maintain weight were the correct things. I thought I was eating healthy, and I thought I was doing it right, but I wasn't. You've heard some things echoed tonight, like starving myself is the way to lose weight, and I thought I could lose weight just, I just couldn't eat anything. And that's what we all kind of think about, losing weight. So I was pretty excited about it, and I realized that a lot of the things that I knew to be true were not true at all. And I didn't understand why I was gaining weight. For someone who works out as much as I do, I figured I should be able to see my abs, and I was really frustrated that I couldn't. My nutritional evolution over the decades. When I was in my 20s, I run marathons so I can eat cake and drink beer. In fact, I belong to a running club called RED, Running, Eating, and Drinking. It's what those letters stood for. In my 30s, it was you cannot outrun a bad diet. And in my 40s, I learned that abs are indeed made in the kitchen, not in the gym. So when I first started the program, I had one inadvertent calorie cut. My baseline week was a lot of eating out and drinking alcohol because it was the first week of January, lots of stuff going on. And I literally could not, I talked to Sam, I cannot eat what you're asking, there's too many calories. And so, because I could not even get close to the calorie goal I had, we kind of dropped it down a little bit. But the first change that we had was jacking my protein way up, bringing my carbs up a little bit, and then bringing my fat way down. And I started losing weight immediately. I learned that I actually lost 16 pounds total, and that was at or above what my true baseline would have been for calories. So I haven't even really, I don't think, gone below my baseline. If I were to average out how my regular diet was, there were days when I would have 2,200 calories probably, and then days I'd have 1,000. So I'd starve myself some days and overeat others. I started adding different foods into my diet in order to meet those goals, in order to fill those categories of the macros that we've talked about. So I actually didn't eliminate any food from my diet, but I added things like string cheese and Greek yogurt that I didn't not like, but just hadn't really paid attention to. And I also never thought I'd like sweet potatoes, but I have almost every night and I crave them. Some things that I learned about myself and nutrition over the last 4 months, thanks to Sam, is I learned what a serving is. When I stick to eating one serving, my plate has a lot of variety and volume, and I get to say yes to all the food that I like, and I get to do that without feeling bad about it. My body requires certain amounts of nutrients to run well, just like my car needs certain gasoline to run well. I am an emotional eater. I don't eat my feelings, but I have always felt that I need to enjoy my food. I do not eat things that I don't like. However, I make choices to eat carrots because my body needs them, not because I find enjoyment in eating them. I save enjoying my food for the yummy things I like to have, such as eggs, bacon with toast, or a piece of homemade cake from a friend, which comes about every 2 weeks. I learned that not all fruits and vegetables are equal. That makes a huge difference. I learned that eating out is not sustainable to the body or the pocketbook, and the more control I have over my food, the more comfortable I am in a lot of areas of my life. I learned how to read labels, incorporate foods that I like, and also enjoy while still eating to perform optimally. My drive to eat certain things is now driven by how good I feel instead of how enjoyable it is to eat, though I won't say no to a glass of wine or a yummy dessert, but it is always a choice. No one has told me I can't have it. There have always been 2 things in my life that have caused me great anxiety: money and nutrition. When I took Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University class, it transformed my life. It was tedious at first, but I quickly got my routine and budget down to a science. I know exactly where every penny goes, and I work hard at not incurring any more debt and paying down the debt that I have. I am confident that when I want to buy something, that I can spend the money, I can eat and pay my bills, and no worries. I have never felt better about my financial situation, yet I make no more money now than I did when I started budgeting. I have lost a total of 16 pounds during this program and need a lot of new clothes. It is actually fun to buy clothes when I have the cash to pay for them at the register and not worry about compromising other bills to do so. A lot of my friends ask me if my plan is sustainable, and the answer is yes. My plan is sustainable for me. Just like I don't expect anyone to make my bookkeeping and budget plan work for them, I don't expect anyone to make my nutrition plan work for them. It is very personal how you make it work for you, but the principles are always the same. A calorie deficit will result in weight loss. Your ratio of macros dictates physique and performance. Consistency is key, and I think the most important thing I've learned is that the way that I eat will drive how high or how low my metabolism is, which in turn dictates how much or how little I can eat. I plan ahead and food prep as much as I can. I use my FitnessPal to fill in my foods for the week. I pre-package and pre-make as much as possible, and I leave very little up to chance. It works for my lifestyle. I pay my bills and balance my checkbook twice a month. I have not paid one bill late since I started budgeting, and I'm chipping away at my massive student loan. It works for my lifestyle. I got an email today that I just paid off my 3rd student loan of like 18, so don't get too excited. We had to list out foods that tend to unravel our quest for nutrition. Hands down, anything you bake, I will eat. I still do eat the cake, I drink the wine, and I still enjoy social nights with my tribe and all the delicious treats we bring. Sometimes those nights spill over my personal limits, but that is life, and tomorrow is a new day with a salad pre-made in the refrigerator. In conclusion, If you are considering whether or not to trust a stranger with something as personal and intimate as nutrition, you will not regret it. I anticipated I would lose weight. I knew my abs would appear from under the fluff because I can follow a plan. So I knew I'd be successful. What I didn't know was how much I would learn, how liberated I would feel, and how much improvement I would see. Not only in my waistline, but my job and athletic performance. Of the things I've ever spent money on, there are 3 things that have changed my life significantly, and I would spend it all again. Grad school, by far the most expensive. Dave Ramsey, and calories and confidence. I will never waste another dime on any nutrition plan or product ever. So thank you, Sam.
Okay, let me close this out. In my talk earlier, I mentioned a little bit about my journey with Herbalife and how that experience was part of what led me to creating Calories and Confidence. Well, there's one more story from my time with Herbalife that I'd like to share with you. In April 2016, I went to a leadership conference where I qualified for a breakfast with Dennis Dowdell. Dennis was a school bus driver who was introduced to Herbalife, fell in love with the products, decided to become an independent distributor, and eventually climbed his way to the top. As I listened to Dennis give his speech, he said many things that really resonated with me. Now, originally these were going to magically pop up on the thing, but since that's not going to happen, just bear with me. These are some of the highlighted things I wrote. You have to learn what your business is. Never help your distributors, equip them. Never do anything alone, always together. Know it, do it, teach it. Don't be deceived that business is great. If customers aren't getting results, business is not great. The most important thing you can be is you. No 2 people have the same heartbeat, voice print, thumbprint. We are all unique. There's nothing we can do to change the past, only the future. Focus on potential. You must find your purpose, then find your process. When problems arise, find your why. Be creative. What is your mission statement? Don't ever sacrifice your values for your objective. You see, when Shauna walked out the door that day with the products in hand, that feeling I felt was the feeling of sacrificing my values for my objective. It was a horrible feeling, one that I will never allow to happen in my business again, because there's nothing I can do to change the past, but I can change the future. With Calories and Confidence, we don't even offer a program to someone who is not ready to commit, because it's not about making a sale. It's about providing an opportunity for life change for someone who is willing to commit to the program. If the most important thing you can be is you, then I was clearly falling short of the most important thing I could be, because I knew that that was not me. At least it wasn't the person I wanted to be and knew that I could be. I learned that I didn't just want to help people get results. I wanted to equip them in understanding how to get results. I knew what it was that was really allowing people to get results, and I knew that you didn't have to use shakes if you didn't want to. If you want to, great. There's nothing wrong with that. But I knew that the results were coming from calorie balance and consistency over time, not a magical shake. And I knew that I could teach others how to understand that too. Jen was the first person who gave me the opportunity to prove it. Calories and Confidence has come a long way since that day. When Jen started, I didn't really know what I was doing. I knew I had knowledge about nutrition, weight loss, and enhancing sport performance, but I'd never taught it to someone before, and I had no idea what it looked like to do that. The first week of her program, I just said, okay, download this app, weigh and track everything you eat, put your data into the spreadsheet, and we'll talk again at the end of the week. Okay, bye. I'm sure I explained things a little bit more than that, but that's really my memory of it. At the end of each week, I would have her send me an email with how her week went, and I would reply with trying to explain how we progressed week after week based on her data and what she was experiencing. Along the way, I would come up with these homework assignments assigned to try and help her really understand things better. Apparently, she was enjoying her results and what she was learning, because I started getting phone calls from some people she knew asking if I would help them too. I also reached out to a couple of friends at the gym to see if they were interested, and to my delight, they jumped onto. I still felt like I didn't really know what I was doing, but I was determined to give it my all and figure it out along the way. I knew my purpose. Along the way, I was finding the process, and when problems arose, I reminded myself of my why. My mission to teach people how to understand their nutrition and equip them with knowledge that they can take with them for the rest of their lives. As calories and confidence began to grow, I believed I was doing a good job, but I also believed I could do better. I believed that if I had someone working with me towards the same mission, then calories and confidence would be better. Jen had been with me from the beginning. She was my first client and the first person to listen to all my crazy ideas. She had been with me every step of the way, supporting me, encouraging me, believing in me, and celebrating with me. There was no better person I could think of to enlist on this journey with me, and in June 2017, Calories and Confidence officially had 2 coaches. Fast forward to today. Taking on the adventure of entrepreneurship and being a business one, I've really learned the importance of setting goals. Each time we launch a program, I set a goal for how many people I want to work with during that program. When the end of the launch is nearing and there are still spots unfilled, I remind myself that every spot unfilled is an opportunity missed for someone to experience radical life change. An opportunity just like all of these people sitting before you who have gone through the program have had. So what's involved in the Calories and Confidence program? There are 3 main components. There's a personal component, an educational component, and a team or group component. The personal component. You get a personal coach who makes sure that your program is completely catered to your lifestyle and goals. The educational component. Throughout the program, you will have different homework assignments designed to help you understand your nutrition better. There are review videos to help you understand specific topics. And the big part of the education piece is that we want you to learn how to understand your nutrition and get the results you desire. We want to equip you with the knowledge you need so that you can continue your journey well beyond your program, without needing to pay someone to get results and not understand how you're getting them. The team component. You'll be a part of a Facebook group where we share ideas, answer questions, review specific topics, and celebrate every win along the way. Before anyone joins the program, we ask that they be willing to commit to 5 things. 1. Be willing to download the free version of MyFitnessPal and track your food daily. 2. Be willing to enter your macronutrient and fiber data from MyFitnessPal into your personalized Excel spreadsheet that is shared directly between you and your coach. Be willing to check in. 3. Be willing to check in with your coach on a 30-minute phone call at the time you schedule. 4. Own a body weight scale and be willing to weigh yourself each morning. 5. Own a food scale and be willing to weigh out your food anytime you are in control of your food. Now, I know that a lot of people get intimidated by stepping on a scale and having to use a food scale, but these are the essential tools to the process that we teach you. They help you understand that your weight is always going to fluctuate and how much food we are actually eating compared to how much we think we are eating. They show you how to look at your average weight instead to get a true picture of where your weight is moving and what portion size is actually right for you specifically. If you are willing to commit to those 5 things, then we can assure that you will learn what you need to know and have the best experience possible. Now, before I go any further, I'd like to do a little exercise with you guys. If I can find it. Okay. I'd like to do a quick little exercise before I go into talking about the next, So this is going to require some participation from all of you by either standing up or sitting down. So go ahead and get into a comfortable position to move around a little bit. It's a simple exercise. I'm going to ask a question to either current or past clients first, and then ask a similar question to those of you who have not been on a program yet. For those of you who have not been on a program yet, I just want you to play along with what your answer would be as if you were committing to start a nutrition program and beginning to work towards your goals. Some questions may not be applicable to everyone, so just participate in the ones that do. So here we go. For those of you who have been on a program, stand up if you had to be perfect to get results. For everyone else, stand up if you do not want to have to be perfect to get results.
You don't want to be perfect.
Okay, you can sit down. I said it requires participation, people. Come on. All right. For clients, stand up if you didn't have to add in extra physical activity outside of what you were already doing to get results. If you did not have to add in. For everyone else, stand up if you don't want to have to become a slave to the gym to get results. Maybe you do. Maybe you love the gym. That's totally cool. Okay. All right. Stand up if you had to give up all of your sweets, tasty treats, and favorite beverages. For everyone else, stand up if you want to have to give up all of your sweets, tasty treats, or favorite beverages.
Oh, I hate it. She's just trying to be honest.
So stand up if you had to starve yourself or be constantly hungry to see results. For everyone else, stand up if you want to have to starve yourself to get results. Stand up if you went on a vacation of some kind while on your program. And you can stay standing. Okay? So for everyone else, stand up if you want to be in a program you can manage while on a vacation. Ooh, that was a good one. I'm going to save that one for next time. Okay. You can sit back down. Stand up if you had to eat things or buy things you didn't want to be eating or buying. For everyone else, stand up if you want to have to buy extra things or eat things you don't like. Stand up if you saw your habits or things you learned have an impact on your family or someone else in your life. For everyone else, stand up if you would want the program you are on to have a positive impact on those around you. Go ahead and sit down. Okay, so to review, there are 3 main components. It's personal. Your coach makes sure your program is catered towards you specifically. It's educational. We will equip you with the knowledge you need to understand your nutrition better and be able to take that knowledge with you for the rest of your life. We work together as a team, sharing ideas, answering questions, and celebrating accomplishments. You must be willing to commit to the 5 commitments. You don't have to be perfect to get results. You don't have to add in any extra physical activity outside of what you're already doing. You don't have to give up all of your sweets, treats, and favorite beverages. You don't have to starve yourself. In fact, you will most likely find that you will have a hard time eating everything to hit your targets in the beginning. You can go on vacation. You don't have to eat or buy any products you don't want to eat or buy. And you may see your new habits having a positive impact and change the lives of those in your family or those around you. Because we understand the process of what the body goes through and needs to go through in order to lose weight sustainably and keep it off long term, and because of how long it takes to go through the homework and things you'll be learning, the program is a 4-month commitment. I can say with complete confidence that today, Calories and Confidence is truly better than it ever has been before. The current program, who's finishing their last month, is better than the last one. And the last group was better than the first one. It is better because the more people we've worked with, the more we've learned about what works and what doesn't. We repeat the things that work, change what doesn't, and continue to add more value as we learn and grow along the way. Because of that, and despite of all the amazing things Calories and Confidence has already accomplished, I believe that our best work is yet to come. If you are sitting here tonight feeling like you are ready to join, then you can be assured that nothing but our best is in store for you as we venture alongside each other in the next chapter of your health journey. Our next program begins April 30th. The program is a 4-month commitment, and it's $225 a month. Tonight, you can save $104 by signing up with the dinner promotion, which brings the price to $199 a month. You will also leave here tonight with a Calories and Confidence grocery bag and a food scale, which is one of the requirements of the program, so you can check that purchase off your list right away. If you and your spouse are both interested in joining, the price is $275 a month. But with the dinner promo, you will also save $104, and the price will be dropped to $249 a month. After we close out the night, if you decided you are ready to sign up or have any questions at all, Jen will be in the back ready to help you, and I'll be somewhere wandering around the room. If you are interested but need a little time to think about it, we will lock in the dinner price until April 12th, which is a week from tonight, but you will miss out on the free food scale. You can indicate on your card that you would like to be contacted, and we'll reach out to you personally. You can also grab one of our business cards or schedule an appointment to talk to by clicking on the sign up button on our Facebook page. So this is where I was going to point to the handy dandy screen and say, this is what our Facebook page looks like, and all you got to do is hit that sign up button. So it's super simple. If you're on Facebook, you type calories, the and sign, confidence, hit go, you should find it. If not, look for Jen's beautiful face and you'll know. Okay. And if you haven't filled out your card yet, please do so. It would be great to have you on our news list, which we currently don't have yet, but we will soon. You can bring them to either Jen or myself or just leave it right on your table. We would love to keep you up to date on what's happening in the calories and confidence world. We also have an incentive program that you can participate in, whether you've been on a program or not. Each launch, which there are currently 3 a year, we will be sending out a video link that you can copy and paste to your Facebook page or share personally with anyone. Anyone who sees the video through your post or signs up will receive $25 off their program, and you will receive a $25 check for each person who signs up through your link. If you are someone who came here tonight interested in jumping on the next program, now that you've learned what the program entails, I want you to think about something with me for just a moment. I don't know what things you desire for your health. I don't know what pains you have or what pains you don't even realize you have. I don't know if the sound of $199 a month for 4 months terrifies you or sounds like an easy commitment. But this is what I do know. If Calories and Confidence can inspire someone enough to want to leave their career of 11 years, if Calories and Confidence can relieve a grandmother of 3 medications, if Calories and Confidence can equip a father for long-term weight loss, if Calories and Confidence can surprise an eye doctor with decreased eye pressure, and if Calories and Confidence can cause someone to make a statement comparing the impact of the program to Dave Ramsey financial freedom, then I can only imagine what Calories and Confidence can do for you. Because no 2 people are the same, and we all have unique potential. Calories and Confidence is an opportunity to release that potential, or maybe discover what it is. If you came here tonight interested in joining the program, I sure hope you do. As you've seen and heard tonight, it's a proven experience that will not disappoint. And if you're not ready, no worries. Maybe the thought of having to weigh out your food brings you anxiety. That's okay. As I said earlier, we don't let anyone join a program who is not willing to commit to the 5 commitments, because we know that if you are willing to commit, then you are going to have the best experience possible. And that's the only experience that we want you to have with Calories and Confidence, the best experience. So if you're not ready, that's okay. And here's the other thing. Just as shakes are not the only way to get results, Calories and Confidence is not the only way to get results. It has to be right for you. Otherwise, you may end up with an aching heart that you'll need to restore to. Now with that said, Calories and Confidence is a proven product. It's a proven process with proven results. If that wasn't true, you wouldn't be sitting here tonight, and the people you heard from tonight wouldn't have been able to share those stories with you. In my personal opinion, Calories and Confidence is the best high-quality product investment for your health. And when I say health, I mean whole body health and wellness. I thought I was just running a nutrition business, but what I've learned through my amazing clients is that it's so much more than just a nutrition program. If eye pressures can be relieved and medications can be signed off, if new friendships can be made and self-worth and confidence can be built or rebuilt, then Calories and Confidence is not just a nutrition program. It's a health and wellness program. Nutrition is just our means to releasing your potential and what is possible for you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate you. I appreciate you supporting your friends so they didn't have to show up to this dinner nervous and alone. I appreciate you coming and hearing my story. I appreciate everyone who's been a part of Calories and Confidence in one way, shape, or form. I hope you had a great night. I hope you met someone new and were inspired by the stories that you heard. Now, with all that said, I would like to leave you all with this. Remember that you have unique potential. Sometimes it's hard to see the potential that lies within us. That's one of my absolute favorite things about being a CrossFit coach and a nutrition coach, is that I can see potential and I get to paint the picture of what is possible. I can see what is possible for the athlete when they learn how to get that one movement. I can see what is possible for the calories and confidence client because of what those that have already gone through the program have proven. We all have unique potential. And I don't just mean with our health journeys. We have unique potential in our careers, in our families, in our friendships, in our churches, in our random acts of kindness, and our generosity. It's there. I assure you, it's there. Believe it's true, follow your heart, and never give up on your dreams. Have an awesome rest of your night.
How's everybody else? Larry's doing good. Good here. Yeah. Good. Usually it's me. Saw it. I just saw the house right by your house.
Oh, which one?
Right just past you guys instead of going down, you know. There's one, 3 seconds.
Oh, that little one that was for sale?
It's like 10 acres there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like first house I showed him, moving up from Illinois.
It was in pretty rough shape.
Yeah, but it's not too bad. He's